So you are here to make some news.
I am.
What's your news?
Well, I wouldn't do it anywhere else. I'm running for governor of California.
Why?
Why? Well, there are a bunch of reasons. I've been watching California decline, and we're in a deep ditch. You know that I've been traveling the state for my podcast called State of Gold, traveling the state up and down for the last year, talking to Democrats, Republicans, independents, professors, activists. I had you on my podcast. The biggest theme that I've identified is that our problems are government-made in California. They're man-made. I come from a private sector background. I'm an executive, CEO, entrepreneur. I've spent my time building companies, first one from my apartment, Guru.com, that helped create the gig economy, all the way through to Central, which is a very innovative flexible housing company operating in 20 markets across the country. And I come from a background of solving problems and doing great things for customers. When I look at California state government, I see a bloated, dysfunctional organization that's not delivering for the customer, the citizen of California. We're getting ripped off. So that's extremely motivating to me. I'm also raising 5 kids in the state. My littlest is 11 months old, and I've got a 20-year-old as my oldest. I've got 5 kids growing up in California, and I want them to have a beautiful vision and future and realize their California dream. So I've decided to get in because I think my background is uniquely well-suited to turning California around.
Yeah, and we're looking at some images of your family right now.
Hi, Mom. By the way, my 87-year-old mom is watching, so
yeah.
hi, Mom.
So, in order to do all that, you got to win.
Yes.
Right? And no Republican has won statewide since 2006. There are 2 high-profile Republicans that are running right now. You interviewed both of them on your podcast, State of Gold. We're talking about Chad Bianco and Steve Hilton. How do you do this? How do you box both of them out and end up in the top 2? What's your strategy?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not boxing anyone out. I'm putting myself forward. I'm putting my record, my views, my policies, my energy. Emerson poll, 44% undecided last time, 31% this time. You just talked about it. Californians are undecided and open to the next leader of California. You know, I think the most important thing to look at is who can actually win a Republican in November.
Yeah.
The Republican who can win is someone who can attract Republican votes, but also a significant chunk of independents and Democrats. And I believe that I can, because, you know, we're all in this together. And I believe that I've got the right experience, perspective, and can really be a unifier in that way.
Do you support Donald Trump?
I think Donald Trump is brilliant, brash. I think that he's shaking up America in a way that needs to be done because our government's very calcified. And I'd welcome his endorsement. When it comes to California, though, we have to run California our own way. And that's what I would do as governor.
How would you run it? What would be the #1 policy change you would make as California governor?
I think there are a few. I think that California has fallen into a scarcity policy and scarcity mentality. We need to turn that around and expand opportunity, abundance. So, for instance, our costs are so high. Electricity. 1 in 5 Californians cannot pay their electricity bill because per kilowatt hour we're double the national average. It's because we've had a constraint energy policy. We need to open up all sources of energy, not just renewable, but also baseload types of energy. When we expand energy and also oil production, we will dramatically reduce costs. And we can also protect the environment. They're not mutually exclusive. When it comes to housing, I spent the last decade in real estate, both commercial and multifamily. We've been choking off housing supply, regulations, lawsuits, but also because Newsom has been mandating cities and towns to build housing. But that's not the way it works. The private sector does it, and we can unleash that. The final thing I'll tell you is I will take a very different approach to leadership and transparency. When I'm governor, I will negotiate with third parties, whether they're unions or members of the legislature, presumably Democratic leadership, with lights on and cameras rolling. Let's bring the negotiations into view. I'll put my priorities forward.
Yeah.
They can put their priorities forward and let the people of California decide.
So you just heard it here first. Jon Slavet, the newest candidate for governor of California, breaking that news here on The Story Is. Congratulations.
Thank you very much,
Best of luck out
Appreciate
there on
it.
the campaign trail.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming here to make the news. We appreciate it as well.